Hi everybody, and welcome back to the blog spot. Today we're going to talk about Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, and the title of this article is Competing Avery Documents, Convicting a Murderer, an Alternative to Making a Murderer, and this came from Post Crescent, who is part of USA Today. And this came out on January 31st, 2020. And I'm going to share my screen with you. The first two seasons of Making a Murderer, the popular Netflix docu-series about the controversial Stephen Avery case, are already in the books. But another documentary about Avery's legal case surrounding the 2005 Murd3rer of Teresa Halbach is almost finished. Convicting a Murderer, a 10-part series, pledges to take a broader look at the Avery case than Making a Murderer. We wanted to be as even-handed as possible, said docu-series filmmaker Sean Murd3rer, who is the director and executive producer of the project. The series is being produced by Transitions Studio of Cleveland, Ohio. The docu-series, which has yet to be sold, was filmed mainly in Appleton during the past 2 years, Murd3rer said. And you can see here is a picture of Andrew Colborn, who was one of the police officers, did this interview for Convicting a Murderer. I'm excited with what we have, Murd3rer said. There's a lot packed into this. Stephen Avery, who is 57, and Brendan Dassey, who is 30 years old, are both serving life in prison in connection with Halbach's DEATH. Stephen Avery is being held at the state prison in Waupun, while Brendan Dassey is at the Oshkosh Correctional Institution. Meanwhile, Murd3rer is working on graphics and music for Convicting a Murderer. Filming has been completed, he said. Murd3rer said the release date for the series will be up to the licensee or the distributor. He said he is confident that a buyer will come forward. Originally, the series was scheduled to hit the airwaves in 2019, but it was pushed back to allow for editing and final touches. We're choosing quality over speed, Murd3rer said. Murd3rer said previously that Convicting a Murderer will place more of an emphasis on the perspective of law enforcement than Making a Murderer. Among the interviewees are former prosecutor Ken Kratz, who has been a relentless critic of Making a Murderer. Kratz obtained convictions against Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey during separate trials in 2007. Murd3rer said Convicting a Murderer will examine the impact that the Netflix series had on certain investigators. People were hurt and damaged by this, Murd3rer said. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to make sure that I watch this Convicting a Murderer when it comes out. And I'll make sure I let you know too when the date is released. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Please like the video, share the video, post your comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.